an emergency broadcast.
Welcome to the first episode of Wake Up or Die. I'm Moon, and this is DJ Mr. Low Key.
Hey man, we coming to y'all today with some important issues. We just trying to put it out there for the world to see, man.
Shit, hence why we called it Wake Up or Die. It can potentially save your life or your freedom.
Man, I love my life and my freedom.
Hell yeah.
So what we talking about today, Moo?
Man, with everything going on, where do we start?
We talk about the last big concert, or what about the female that smashed our home?
Nah, man, this ain't that type of show, bruh. Man, we gonna talk about real issues like to vote or not to vote, or what the definition of a terrorist is, you know what I'm saying?
Now that's a good one.
Similarities between the United States and Nazi Germany, or, you know, why there's so much killing going on nowadays.
Man, that's crazy. I also want to talk about why is there so many feminization of males in the media?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or how about the slavery back then to modern day slavery today, man?
Yeah, man, those is all cool. But you ever heard of Jade Helm?
Jade Helm?
Yeah.
Nah, man, who was that, man? I don't know that female.
Man, it ain't no female, bruh. You know what I'm saying? There's something serious happening that's going on this summer, especially if you're from the South.
Man, come on, man. I'm from H-Town, Texas, man. What you talking about?
Man, you need to watch the video then.
Man, let's check this out right here.
What's happening is between July and September, a bunch of Green Berets, Navy SEALs, and Special Ops from the Air Force and Marines are conducting some realistic training exercises across the Southwest. The military says these are vital skills when it comes to an ever-changing threat. But in the slideshow of the training exercise, it says Texas will be simulated hostile territory.
And then Operation Jade Helm gets announced. It was put on the Army website last week. We reported on it first. It became a big, huge national news story. They've had Army Times, Stars and Stripes, hundreds of newspapers come out and say, Jones said that the military would take over and have martial law for Obama this summer. Not what we said. We said Jade Helm infiltrating police departments, practicing taking over America, interfacing to condition the public, was part of a long-term strategic plan to sell the military on this new unconstitutional mission.
Here we are on the document. It's titled U.S. Army Special Operations Command, and as you can see, it's been unclassified. Now, this is a request to conduct realistic material training, which they're calling RMT. That's what it's going to be referenced in the future. And it's Jade Helm 15, Jade Helm 15. And this is put out or put together by the U.S. Army Special Operations Command. What is the purpose? They're very clear on this. The commander of the United States Army Special Operations Command, or the USASOC, seeks a written invitation and approval from local officials to conduct realistic military training within jurisdictions for joint military exercise, which they're calling JH-15. So basically, they're asking permission, and I do believe they have it, to go ahead and go forward with this realistic training. Now, first of all, why would we need some kind of realistic training here in America and in our own soil and with civilians? People are going to dress as civilians on this thing, as you're going to see. The only reason for that would be martial law implementation, or, you know, rounding up of FEMA camps. There's a lot of reasons, but to make it realistic and to make it real, this is kind of the idea here. So what is, and here's where they get in a little more detail, but what is realistic military training? It says RMT is training conducted outside of federally owned property, meaning they want to use on our own soil outside of their own stuff. The RMT process is designed to ensure proper coordination between the Department of Defense representatives and local and regional authorities. It includes the following measures: risk assessment, medical and communication plans, MOU, MOA, and licensing agreement, including role players, legal review, ID of training staging areas, role players, airfield drop zones, for crying out loud, landing zones, letters of invitations behind from local officials, coordination with local, state, and federal law enforcement, meaning this is our military working with our PD, our local PD, our fire department, or whoever they need to work with to conduct things on our own soil. This is huge. It goes on. Let's move on to the next page. What is Jade Helm? Jade Helm is a challenging 8-week-long joint military and interagency unconventional warfare exercise conducted, here's the 6 places: Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, California, Nevada, Utah, and Colorado. 7, excuse me, I failed to mention one earlier, but 7 places, which you're going to see in a moment, that they're labeling some of these places as hostile on this particular drill, and there's reasons for that that I'll get into. But their second bullet point here is JH is a U.S. Special Operations Command sponsored exercise to improve the Special Operation Forces UW capability as part of the national security strategy. It will run from July 15th through September 2015. Now, if you live in...
Damn, that's some serious shit.
Man, I downloaded the PDF. This is right here. So you being from Texas, you know what I'm saying? How you feel about them listing your state as hostile?
Man, that shit crazy, but it's true, man.
Right.
Texas is an open carry state, man.
Right.
Everybody down there, keep a gun.
Right.
Stay strapped. We known to protect our land and our family. You know what I'm saying? So to call it a hostile state, yeah, they call it hostile because they took away the funds, which in turn took away jobs, which in turn made a lot of us turn to the streets to get how we live.
Right.
So, you know, it is what it is, man.
Yeah, shoot, man. I think they listed as hostile just like you said. They got a lot of guns down there, you know what I'm saying? Texas is known for the cowboys, and you know what I mean? So, point blank and period, they gonna fight back. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? They gotta do military training down there just because they gotta get used to seeing what they gonna see in the future. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, you don't just do a military training if you ain't gonna do what you're training for in real life, quote unquote. You know, it just don't work like that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna say this, man. I know for a fact that the military has been coming down there doing training, running up in vacant homes and doing all type of stuff. So yeah, the Jade Helm stuff is real, man, because they really doing it today. Right. They got black helicopters flying around the city. Right, that's There's true. All type of stuff that people is
happening before July, like you said. Yeah, it's about to go down. So. Welcome to our kickoff episode. Welcome to our kickoff episode of Wake Up or Die. Freedom.
Shit, I love my life and my freedom.
Hell yeah.
So what you talking about trying to
What are you trying to talk about? What are you trying to talk about?
What are you trying? Let's just do it right there.
Or what we talking about today?
All right. I love my life and my freedom.
Hell yeah.
So what you trying to talk about today?
Nigga say it like 4,000.
Right. So what you trying to talk about today? So what you trying to talk about today? Oh, y'all got it. What you talking about? Damn. I just said it. So what you trying to talk about today, Mo? So what you trying to talk about today, Mo? So what you trying to talk about today, Mo? So what? I got to put that. So what? So what you trying to talk about today, Mo? Important issue. We just trying to put it out there for y'all to see, man.
Hence why we call the show Wake Up or Die. Listen to that.
So
what we talking about today?
So what we talking about today, Mo? So what we talking about today, Mo? Alright.
Hence why we call the show Wake Up or Die. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, I'm from H-Town, Texas, man. What you talking about?
Man, you be watching video,
Man, let's check this out right here. We about to kill it. Hold up.